Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. It is Thursday, and this is your boy OTR. Mic drop. We in the building. Plain Jane, no background. I'm not having computer problems today. We gonna make sure this shit is smooth, so I'm on the iPad. Hopefully, this shit don't die. But hey, Thursday night mic drop. You already know we in the building. Hey, I got to do it. I got to give a round of applause. Glad to have our co-host back. And we're going to pass it right down low to, no, pause. Introduce yourself, please. We missed you for 2 weeks. Introduce yourself.
What it do? What it do? I'm back full time. It's your boy Jay, aka Red J. You know, every once in a while I gotta take off and disappear, but I'm back.
He got to pop out and show niggas.
There you go.
What's going on, everybody? This is your man Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Thursday night Trey, but we got a lot of Saturday stuff to talk about, so I could call myself Saturday night Trey, but we'll stick with Thursday. But yeah, man, got the gang is back together. We back, but yeah, man, we got quite a few topics to talk about with y'all tonight. Uh, I have quite a few subscriber questions. I appreciate the number of questions that we've been getting. So instead of having to save them for the end of the show, we can actually incorporate them because a lot of them go towards some of the topics that we will be discussing. And for the viewers out there, I do not tell so I just tell the subscribers to send me questions. I don't tell them what we're talking about. They just happen to always fall in line with what we're talking about because a lot of people ask stuff that's the most relevant. But I will let it be known that when I put on IG to send us subscriber questions, you don't have to just ask us about what's relevant. We're wrestling fans, so we can talk about stuff back in the day. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. So you don't have to stick to what's currently going on if you don't want to.
Word.
Okay. And this is the disclaimer. Trey does not share the subscriber questions with me and Jay. Like, so I know it was weird how I got one of the damn subscriber questions like right on the T last week. So I promise you, he doesn't share this. We don't know. He catches us by surprise. He wants us to think. He wants our reaction. So I just had to put that out there.
I want authentic reactions. I'm the only one that knows the questions. That's why I don't answer till the very end.
There we go.
But
That's a good reaction right there.
all right. So before we get into the nitty gritty of everything that's going on and the main topic of tonight, will be our Saturday night main event predictions, did any of you catch NXT Deadline
Yeah.
last Saturday? Okay. So we're just gonna go over the results really quickly. It's like a 5-match card, so this shouldn't take too long. Let me see here. So we can start with let's start with the match that I know me and JD was the most hype about. Lola Vice versus Jada Parker, NXT
You,
Underground.
hey man, you talking about at a motherfucking ugly sweater party watching the
What?
match
I wasn't gonna miss
because
that.
this is Battle of the Baddies right here for NXT.
I had to watch that live.
Jay, I would say that you will probably be satisfied with this underground match.
Okay.
This would probably be one of the very few that actually lived up to what it was supposed to be, lived up to its name. And I remember you had said like you didn't really care for the lullabies with Shayna because you feel like Shayna kind of takes some off. Like she's been wrestling for so long that she takes a little bit off of her MMA background. But
Yeah.
Lola Vice, she know how to balance the two. And then Jada Parker, she's just hood. So hey, the ones from the ghetto, they never really disappoint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that the Tuesday before, she said, take the ropes down. And the referee said, what? She said, nigga, you heard what I said.
Okay.
And then she got in the ring and said, we about to run this shit back. And this is she said nigga and shit on CW. And they didn't get
They
blanked.
let it fly. Nah, they let it fly. The show was supposed to
But
be done.
but uh she did take that L to Lola Vice. She got put to sleep.
She did.
Lola Vice is now 3-0 in NXT Underground matches. This is officially her match. So yeah, man, it was a great match though. Uh, these two are definitely. I it, I don't think that either one's going to get called up anytime soon, but because I think
Nah.
one of them is going to win. They got two solo belts. One of them's going to win one. One's going to win the other. I'm not sure who's going to win what yet. Um, but they're both stars, and I don't know, man. I don't know if this feud is over yet. I feel like Jay Parker kind of said it wasn't over yet. But any thoughts, gentlemen,
Let me,
on either one of these two ladies?
I
let
mean,
me
the
tell
way
you
I
something.
see it is if they continue
Oh,
to feud, then the feud has to be there has to be a title incorporated for the next feud, right?
Hmm.
So one of them is going to win the NXT Women's Champion, and then I think that they championship, and then I think that they can continue to feud based off of that.
I think
okay.
one of them's probably gonna end up winning North American because the women's NXT, like the playing fit, like it's too crowded right now for the main championship. It's crowded as hell. It's like four people already going for it.
Yeah.
Um, so it's a little too crowded. I could definitely see one of them being the North American though. But JD, any thoughts on the match or these two individuals or anything?
Well, one, I would say where where you messed up with pushing Zelina Vega, like how you pushed her for that little short moment and then she fell off. You know what I'm saying? You actually got the
Hmm.
potential to get it right with Lola Vice, right? And I'm starting to see that maybe Shawn Michaels is better at his job of just knowing what superstars to put out there while they're hot and keep them hot than the people in the main roster. That's just my say. I know they can't do it by themselves, but what Shawn Michaels is doing with NXT, I feel like is jumping off to another level than what Triple H did with NXT, especially with the women's roster. Although Triple H's NXT when they were black and gold was damn magnificent, it was good, but the moment that they got up high on their Richter scale, like all of a sudden it fell off and it started getting dull, and then people stopped being interested in it. But
Yeah.
you know, I feel like Shawn Michaels, he's doing his thing. With the love that the superstars have for him, I think is like honestly their choice. I didn't see this. Oh well, we'll talk about it later. It is on the topic list, so yeah, we'll talk about it
Oh,
later.
what up? What up, Truth? Appreciate you joining us. Um,
What's up, True?
let's get to the next match. NXT Tag Team Championship: Frazier and Axiom versus Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights. Axiom and Frazier they retained.
That was very surprising to me, but hey,
Yeah, because
I mean,
I think we both picked them to lose.
yeah, we picked them to lose, especially with one of them being in the Iron Survivor match. That's what kind of threw me off, and I was like, well, I guess is if one is gonna get put out the Iron Survivor match, I guess they should retain their title. With them, it's almost like some Day shit with Axiom and Fraser. So
All right. Well, speaking of Iron Survivor, let's go ahead and talk about it. So for the men, it was uh, Javon Evans versus Wesley versus Frazier versus Ethan Page, and then because Eddie Thorpe got taken out, he got
Yeah.
replaced, and he got replaced
Mm.
by nobody, no other than Obafemi came back.
Definitely didn't see that. That changed the
Definitely
whole
didn't see that
dynamic of
coming.
the match. That changed the whole dynamic of the match right there because we picked Javon with the wild card being Ethan Page,
I
and
picked Wesley. I picked Wesley to
you
win.
picked Wesley. Yeah, with
Hmm
once they cut their hair, they lose their superpowers. I just want to let you know that. So
Oh my
hey.
God, not
So,
the superpowers.
so, so pretty much, you're never cutting your hair then.
I did it once and I lost my superpowers, so I'm not doing that shit again.
Listen, I cut mine and I lost my superpowers because it never grew back right. So
But Jay, I just want to know. It seems like something is growing there.
I'm about to say,
it-
look, we was at work earlier, and
Hey,
I was about to ask Jay, like, bro, did you get a fade? Like,
well, first of all, I've always had my hairline. All right, so we ain't go. We're
no,
not
no, I'm talking
oh,
about the sides. I'm talking about, like, you got a fade, like you got taped up.
Yeah,
nah. See,
no, I
me and
did.
Jay,
I got it. I got it.
yeah,
Cut, I got it cut right when I first going out of town. You know, I got the little fade on
yeah.
the side and
But
everything.
me and Jay understand the dynamic of the hair growth thing. When you cut it, some shit just don't grow back right.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, man, I know all three of us, we initially said that we thought that once Oba dropped that North American Championship to Tony D, that he was on his
Yeah,
way to the main roster. Because honestly, I was like, I didn't think that he needed the NXT Championship. I think that he, being the longest reigning North American champion and as dominant as he was, I felt like that was a good enough resume for him to just move up to the main roster. But obviously, NXT feels different because he
I mean,
came back and he won.
I can appreciate that they're probably going to give him an NXT championship run before they bring him up to the main roster. So I mean, hey, let him add it to his resume.
Okay, I agree. So let's get to the women's Iron Survivor match, which was Julia versus Ren Sinclair versus Sol Ruka versus Zarya versus Stephanie Vacker, and Julia won that. So Julia is your Iron Survivor. Uh, I don't, I think I picked Stephanie to win, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
And who'd you pick?
Um, I think I picked Julia, if I'm not mistaken.
You ain't go with your girl Sol Ruka.
If they,
She was the MVP of the match.
I feel like she is, and she's always the MVP of her match. But at the same time, she's there for the excitement. I don't feel like that they see that they plan on moving her up any, like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think because honestly, the women's NXT has the deepest women's roster right now as far as like consecutive star power.
Right.
Um, because it's rumors that Cora and Roxanne gonna move up. Because at New Year's Eve, who knows? Roxanne might drop that title to Julia. She already beat her once, but it was with the help of Cora Jade. So who knows? Um, but all right, let's get to the main event: Trick Williams versus Ridge Holland. Uh, Trick, he was injured on the NXT before. He got DDT'd on the announce table. He got sent to the medical facility. Ava rode with him, and then but he came back, and he won. He beat Ridge Holland with a trick shot. So any thoughts on Trick beating Ridge Holland? And then second question is how do you all think that this second title reign of Trick has been going?
um, you ever get the notion that somebody demise is coming?
Yeah,
Mm.
all the time.
You ever get the notion that they wanted to see how your first reign came. All right, it was mediocre. Let's see when you lose it and then you get it back how your title reign gonna be. I'm not convinced with this second title reign.
You're not
Um,
convinced of what?
mm, let's just say he served his purpose with NXT.
I've already said this before, and I continue to say it. I think it's been time for Trick to go.
Yeah,
I mean,
because it's sour right now, man. Like there is, I don't know, the people that he going against and all of that kind of shit. Like it just how they threw Ridge Holland in this. I don't know. I don't know. That just
Well,
wasn't
he
for
said,
me.
you saw how he got it because he beat
Yeah,
TQ.
yeah, I get that, but even still, that's just you have to. All right, let's turn over to the main roster, right?
Hmm.
We saw where we know when certain storylines don't fit, so they're in that shit like that, right? And
Hmm.
we also know that they never really put a a title opportunity. They never give a title opportunity to someone that doesn't meet or live up to the standards as the champion. Like they gotta mesh in some kind of instance, right? Otherwise that match is gonna be like real fucked up. It's gonna be real fucked up. To
mhm.
me, I didn't like the match because I feel like one, there's no chemistry. Two, you already know Rich Holland can't fucking wrestle. Like you already know that he can't wrestle. He can't wrestle. That's why y'all threw his ass back down there to NXT to try to reinvent himself, and he still can't wrestle. So, but you really wanted to like try to see what potential. So basically, he was just a prop dummy for another person for Trick Williams to beat, make his title reign longer. Okay, I mean, I get that in business standpoint. As a fan, I didn't like it. That I didn't care for it. That match was probably the worst match of the night, and that was the title match.
Yeah, that is true.
Worst match of the
Uh,
night.
well, Jay already gave his take. He said he been think that Trick should have moved up. So I second
Yes.
that. I think that he's probably going to end up losing to Oba whenever they fight.
Shit, he's about to
uh,
fight.
Hopefully he moves up.
He's about to fight Eddie Thorne
oh yeah, he is. Damn,
next week.
because he tricked his way into yeah, he tricked his way into getting the match
Right.
by faking his own attack. By faking his own attack. Ooh,
Yeah.
what if Jade faked her own attack?
So so I got a question for Jay. So Jay, we talked about this last week, right? So last week, while you were sipping pina coladas and mai tai, Eric Bischoff was on NXT, right? And what was he, Trey? The mediator of a match or something like that?
He was the mediator of Trick and Ridge.
He was the mediator of Chicken Ridge, right?
Okay.
So
Yep.
the night that Eric Bischoff, King WCW himself, is on NXT, they had their lowest ratings, right?
Hmm.
I told Trey that I felt like it was because of the position that he was put in. If it's Eric Bischoff, one of the best GMs that WWE has ever had, why not have him be in some kind of advisory role to help Ava? Why you put him to mediate a match? How do you feel about that? Do you feel like if they got the worst ratings, do you feel like it's because of his position? Should he have been doing something else? Or it's just because it's Eric Bischoff?
Honestly, I really think it's because it's Eric Bischoff. I don't think that Eric. Oh, this is gonna sound so fucked up. Okay, but I
That's what our podcast is about. Fucked up
I
situation.
I don't think that Eric Bischoff is as good as he think he is when it
Uh,
comes down to promoting, booking, creative. all this, I don't think Eric Bischoff is that good at it.
Because the same night, Ava got hurt, right? She
Yeah,
got hit by Eddie Thorne, or yeah, she got pushed by him, right? Trey?
Yeah. Somebody
Yeah,
hit him, then he hit her by
yeah,
accident.
exactly. My thing is, if right when that happened, boom, you should have had like medical attending to her. Yeah, they got Shawn Michaels involved and stuff, and he jacked up Eddie Thorne and stuff like that. But at that moment, it could have been some type of shit where Eric Bischoff is taking over for the rest of the night. You get what I'm saying? I think
yeah.
that, and then all of a sudden he just started going haywire, making some fucked up matches. It goes all pure chaos because that's what they know him about. I feel like it would have been better if they went that dynamic, but I just wanted to bring that up to because that's been on my mental for a minute. I'm like, oh goddamn Eric. I wanted to get Jay's point of view, So
I don't know, man. Historically, if you look at Eric Bischoff, I mean, his greatest run was WCW, right?
it was.
He hasn't had, and then that didn't last long, and
Hmm.
we all know why. It was part of the Vince McMahon special. I
Yeah,
just think it was that one he grabbed the coattail of NWO and he tried to ride that to success, and that kind of wore off after a few years, and he couldn't creatively come up with anything better than NWO.
yeah,
Um, and then when he came over to WWE, let's just think about it.
I liked his run in WWE.
His run in WWE was good when he was the management. You know what I'm saying? Like when they had
Yeah.
him in that management role as a GM, that's when Eric Bischoff he was decent. I ain't gonna
right.
lie. To me, Vicky Guerrero was better than Eric Bischoff when she was GM.
You think so?
So yeah, I 100% believe so. So I don't know, man. I mean, my all time. If we're going to talk about like GMs and people who's run the show, my all time favorite was when they put Stephanie against Shane McMahon. That
Yeah,
was
The most recent time?
yeah.
nah. The most recent, oh, when Shane finally came back,
When
when they
Shane
was on
finally came back.
SmackDown, and
And he
Hmm.
was running
Stephanie was
SmackDown
out.
Live and she was running
Yeah,
Raw.
Yeah, until he started wrestling and winning
yeah.
championships.
Once Shane got back in the ring, that's when he started fucking up. But
Yeah,
Yeah, when he joined the Survivor Series team, I was like, okay, here we go.
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, granted, Triple H was on the Raw team, but still,
It was
Shane did it
Triple
like
H.
2 years in a Shane did it 2 years in a row.
Yeah, and he freaking was in a match for WrestleMania against The Miz.
exactly.
Then he had the cage match against Kevin Owens.
All right, go ahead.
But
You go.
all right, y'all want to do our predictions?
Yeah, that's fine. We could jump into that.
Yeah.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing our predictions right now for Saturday night main event, which is this Saturday, December 14th. Um, let's see. The start time is uh I think
7.
it's is it 6 or 7?
I think
Oh,
this one might.
no, it's at 8 o'clock. I'm tripping. I'm looking on NBC.com right now or CBSSports.com. It starts at 8 o'clock on Saturday. All right. So let's go ahead and start with we've been real heavy on the ladies. Pause. Not a, you know what I mean. uh, they the women's United States Championship. The winner of Bailey versus Chelsea Green versus the winner of Tiffany Stratton versus Meechin. So we don't know who's going to win those matches. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I think it's going to be Chelsea versus Tiffany,
Chelsea versus Tiffany.
and then the winner is going to be I want it to be Chelsea so bad,
I
but
It
think
is. I feel like it's gonna be
I
Chelsea
think
Green too.
I got a feeling that I said it a couple shows ago. They are strapping the rocket to the back of Tiffany, and I could definitely see her holding the Money in the Bank and holding the women's championship, the women's United States Championship. I could definitely see that, even though I want Chelsea to win. Because
So
Chelsea
are y'all
deserves it.
before I tell you, before I get my, are y'all finally on board with me that Tiff is going to cash in this Money in the Bank at WrestleMania?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm starting to think that now. It's
Yeah.
just if she gets this championship, definitely.
So I'm ultimately going with, to me, I think booking wise, Bailey versus Tiff.
Hmm.
I think that Tiff beating Bailey to become the first United States Women's Champion, it has a better, I don't know, to me it's a better booking, right, than Tiff versus Chelsea Green. That's just my opinion. It's not taking anything from Chelsea Green. I'm just thinking like you want this women's championship to be legitimate, right? Bailey
Hmm.
in that match versus Tiff, it gives it a
Star
bigger,
power.
yeah, star power, pretty much. That's the perfect example. Tiff
But
is going to win. I
I
believe.
just want to I just want to tell you this though. I just want y'all to remember, right?
Oh, matter of fact,
The
I said I was
U
gonna write the. I said I'm gonna start writing down our predictions. I'm about to write this shit down.
the U.S. title, whether now that is women, but when it was men's, it always came second fiddle to the Intercontinental title, unless John Cena held it. Um, so, me personally, they just started the Intercontinental title, the women's Intercontinental title bracket. I feel like that. I feel like that this one's not gonna have star power.
The Intercontinental or the United States.
The U.S. isn't gonna have star power. I feel like that the Intercontinental is
I just want
probably
you. I just
more
want y'all
hype.
to hear me out, okay? Just hear me out, all right? I know you say you
Hmm.
don't have star power, okay? But could you see Tiff winning the Women's United States Championship, being the first Women's United States Champion, and
Absolutely.
and then, like Trey keeps saying, this push that they're giving Tiff, right? This build up that they're giving Tiff. I swear, I feel like they're giving her the Charlotte Flair build up, okay?
They are
And if they're giving her the Charlotte Flair build up, could you see Tiff as the
cashing
women's
in.
championship and then cashing in the Money in the Bank and being dual champion?
Ooh.
Yep, I see it.
I was
Oh.
about to say, I see it. I
I
see
see it.
it.
I feel like she's because they're giving her the Charlotte treatment that she's gonna cash it in on Charlotte or in the midst of Charlotte's match,
Maybe, but I see Tiff
Charlotte's
as a
match
dual
against
champion.
Nia Jax.
basically.
I think she's gonna cash in on Nia Jax. I don't think Nia Jax is losing it. I think Nia Jax is going into WrestleMania with the women's championship.
Yeah. No, I just feel like that Charlotte's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
Oh,
Yep,
okay. I see what you're saying.
That's my early pick.
Yeah, and therefore it will be Charlotte versus Nia at WrestleMania. Then Tiffany cashes in.
It's gonna be either Charlotte or Becky that's gonna win the Royal Rumble. I know this for sure.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, so we all have us three have Tiffany, and so does Truth.
Yeah.
All right, next match. Drew McIntyre, a returning Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn.
uh
I'm writing these down.
I'm going with Drew.
I'm going with Drew too.
Okay, well, it's a clean sweep because I'm going with Drew too.
Drew's about to be on a chaotic mass destruction.
The only way I think
He can't lose after just coming back.
the only way that I see Sami Zayn winning this match is if the Bloodline 2.0 tries to get involved to get their payback from Survivor Series, which is in turn going to make Jimmy and Jay interfere themselves in the match. And then I could see Sami Zayn picking up the win from the distraction like that.
Well, they say that
Or
Jimmy's not coming back until early January.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Jimmy's out. So yeah, no, yeah. Sami Zayn's losing.
yeah, because I was gonna say or Jay Uso, but he's in concussion protocol, so
Okay, so we all got Drew. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. All right, let's do the other women's match. So we have Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky.
Liv ain't dropping it.
I was
I'm
gonna
about
say
to
Liv's not.
say you know I'm picking Liv.
Yeah, Liv's
Liv
not
ain't dropping
losing that.
Okay, so there were rumors that a title change could be happening, a surprise title change could be happening at Saturday Night Main Event. So we all feel that it's not going to be the women's championship because we all picked Liv. So let's move on to the next one. We have. I'm gonna save the one that we all thinking about. We gonna go to Gunther versus Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, triple threat for the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, Truth picked Liv also, so we all in alignment.
it.
Okay.
Uh,
This is the title change.
Finn Balor's winning.
Yeah. See, Jay, that's what I'm talking about. You come back and you right there with me.
Yeah, come on, man. Gunther's dropping this title.
Yes. Triple
Gunther is
threat.
dropping the title.
Come on, man.
And listen, I knew Gunther was going to lose the title when he lost to Cody and he shook Cody's hand.
Yep.
I said it's only a matter of time before Gunther. I said it's coming soon. It's coming
Listen,
soon.
Finn is about to be on this whole. He's about to be just like Damian Priest in the Judgment Day. He's already went and had an interview and called himself. Well, not an interview. He was at the Lake. He was at some kind of game.
Miami Heat game.
Yeah, Miami Heat game. He called himself the leader of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a leader without the title.
Mm-hmm.
And then
One
on
thing
top of
that
that, like this is the breakaway with Finn from the Judgment Day,
and
because
this is
the reason why
oh,
they
no.
turned on Priest was because Priest and Rhea were calling themselves the leader, and
Yep.
Judgment Day wasn't supposed to have a leader. And then
Oh,
once Finn gets the title, he's going to be acting like he's the leader when they're not supposed to have a leader, and they're all supposed to be on the same page. And then this is how Finn gets removed, because I'm telling you right now, Dominic Mysterio is going to cause Finn and JD to lose the tag team championships.
I was
Uh-huh.
about to say I think Priest is going to be the one to do it because Judgment Day is banned from ringside for the tag match.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about
So
that.
I think Priest is going to be the one to cost Finn his title because Finn literally cost Priest the World Heavyweight Championship twice.
Yeah,
Yep.
that makes
And I
But
sense.
think when
one,
and I think when he loses it, that's what's when them losing them tag titles, Finn's going to be already going crazy because he keeps bragging that when you listen to Finn, you win, and because they ain't dropped their titles yet.
Yep.
yeah, then he's gonna be like, well, I got a title. Like I'm the only one with it. You know, it's gonna be like him and Liv is just gonna be like Damian and Rhea. But one thing that Gunther started harping on, and I was like, oh, here they go. They started talking about his past. It was about he was only champion
That too.
for one.
A day,
Yep.
a night.
That too. When he cut
Yes,
that promo too, I was like, "Oh, Damien, you're losing."
yeah. Damian, you're losing. Gunther, you're losing. Like you keep harping on Finn's past. Like,
Yeah.
okay, okay, you will see. Yep.
Damn, how many? So that's one, two.
Yeah, we ain't never been on this type of shit, y'all. Like, we ain't never
Shit,
had all of them. Right?
I'm going with Finn too.
Yeah, and truth is going with Finn.
Because what's gonna happen is Dominic and Finn gonna start beefing, and that's what's really gonna get Finn out of Judgment Day.
Oh
Because
yeah, he talking.
Liv don't like when people talk to Dominic crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Finn, like even when all four of them, like he said that you gave someone who wasn't deserving of a title shot, Dominic, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
he called Dominic
oh
undeserving.
Hmm.
yeah, like right in front of him. I'm like, oh okay, he's gonna
And then
let.
you saw what Liv said. She said, "Well, do you have any advice? Because we just want to listen to Finn so that we win."
Do
Just
not.
throwing it back at him.
Let me tell you something, right? I'm not saying that Finn can have a long title run, but he probably will have a pretty decent title run. Money in the Bank is after WrestleMania, right?
Is
Yeah.
it?
It's
I thought it
after.
was,
Yep.
I thought it
No,
was
it's after.
before.
Mm-mm.
No, it's after. Yeah,
It's
you're
Mm-mm.
right.
after.
It's after.
It's
It's
after.
like
Okay.
May.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So we already know whoever wins the Royal Rumble, boom, gets a title shot. Whoever wins Elimination Chamber gets a title shot for the other respective title. Not saying that Dominic's gonna win the Elimination Chamber. I don't think he's gonna win Royal Rumble, but hey, possibly. I'm just saying
Oh,
he,
you know I'm on that.
he's gonna win Money in the Bank, and if he wins Money in the Bank, he's cashing in on Finn. I'm just saying that shit right now.
Yeah, all right. Oh, so we actually have a subscriber question, and to I'm gonna go back to the Liv Morgan EO Sky question. I mean match. Because this question we have is from one of our subscribers. Um his question was what's the best move for the direction of Raquel's character going forward? She's looking too mid to be Liv's bodyguard.
Yeah, they're making her way too like Raquel was supposed to be dominant, and then she's coming in. She to me, Raquel's supposed to have the same power that Rhea Ripley has. But then they
Hmm.
got Rhea coming out there and
She's supposed to.
manhandling Raquel like she's nothing.
Hmm.
So at this point, I don't know what they're doing with Raquel, man. I don't know. Like it's not working with her as Liv's bodyguard when she ain't bodyguarding anything. She's getting bodied every single time.
Yeah, it's because every time she does put a move on Rhea, she sells it for like a second, and
Yep.
then she's back to Superwoman.
Yeah.
And that's, I'm not even gonna lie, that's starting to become an issue for me with Rhea and Damien, the
Hmm.
non-selling. Like, you're not immortal. You can take damage. I'm gonna need y'all. Like, I get it. Okay, it's
At least Priest actually succumbed to the 4-on-1 attack this time,
finally,
as opposed to
finally.
when they first started beefing, and he was just beating everything. Every time he got mad, he would just hulk up and just destroy everything.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of the whole cup shit. I'm like, oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God. He take the straps down, he start hulking up.
But
It's just frustrating how they got Rhea built up into this indestructible She-Hulk, but yet she can't beat Liv for the championship to get it back.
right.
Well, that's because she's letting her personal feelings and her ego get she wants to punish Liv more than she wants to beat her.
Yeah.
She had plenty of chances to beat her. She could have beat her at Bad Blood, but she chose to go out of the ring and beat Dominic with a kendo stick when Liv was passed out for like 30 seconds.
That is
Mhm.
true. That is true.
You know what I'm saying? And then on SummerSlam, she had to Liv was knocked out. She had a chance to pin Liv. What she do? She grabbed the chair to try to punish her. And Dom, before he turned, he had to grab the chair to stop her, saying, "You can't win a title like this." So Rhea has had plenty of chances to beat Liv. What's up, Xander? Plenty of chances to beat Liv, but she is letting her personal feelings and her jealousy or ego, or whatever it is, get in the way.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
So.
it's,
sooner or later,
Raquel.
sooner or later, she's gonna have to get over. She's gonna have to get through that to
Yeah.
beat her. I don't know when it's
So
Mhm.
coming. I mean, we know that Rhea's getting the title back. We know that.
yeah.
It's just a matter of when.
Right.
Are they really going to drag this out to WrestleMania?
Well,
Most
Liv
likely,
is
yes.
past. She's past 200 days as champion now.
Yeah.
So this is what I say. Like, after this pay per view, what do we got? Do we got
Um,
Elimination Chamber or Royal Rumble?
it'll be the Rumble. Rumble is until February.
Okay. So we got Rumble, then Elimination Chamber, then WrestleMania.
Yep.
All right. So within that period of time, it's going to be a sequence where, because this is about the direction that they're going with Raquel, it's going to be a time where Liv has to choose. Has to choose to protect Dominic, or he has a decision to stick up for Raquel. Raquel's probably going to get the living shit beat out of her, and Liv is going to be more focused on Dom and leave Raquel hanging. And
Oh,
Raquel
Raquel's
is,
getting taken out for sure.
yeah,
She's definitely
she's gonna stray away from Liv, and
yeah.
then you can probably see Raquel in Elimination Chamber, with the hopes of fighting Liv for a title.
Okay, so you think they gonna break up Liv and Raquel?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's not working, man. Like they
Nah.
put them together, then they started hinting at them getting the women's tag team titles, and then that never really happened. Um, I don't know, man. I don't see them staying together.
Yeah.
Because some
The
were
only
saying
way they
that
stay together,
they were going to become the new La Familia,
yeah.
and become a trio. I say Leo, Liv, Raquel, and Dom.
I think when they break off, I think Carlito's going with Dom because I think he's gonna follow Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know because JD's going to end up turning on Finn. The whole Judgment Day is going to kick Finn out. Honestly,
don't
I don't
think
even know
JD.
if Judgment Days. I don't even think Judgment Day is going to kick Finn out. I think Finn might just quit, saying I don't need y'all, and then just quit
I don't
Judgment
think.
Day.
I don't think JD's going to break away from Judgment. I mean, from Finn. I think JD's going to follow Finn,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just going to be
All
Finn
right.
and JD. But Finn's going to be the champion, and JD's just going to be the lackey that keeps interfering in everything.
Like Imperium.
Pretty much.
All right. So we are all aligned right now. We are 4 for 4 with each other. Last match. So before we really get into our picks, I have a couple things. All right. So this match is for the undisputed WWE Championship. We have Cody Rhodes, the champion, versus Kevin Owens. On social media, y'all seen the movie Pulp Fiction when they have the briefcase and you open it up and the gold is shining. Everyone
Mhm.
believes that Triple H for one night only is going to let Cody use the winged championship uh, as his belt for one night, and that's why this being so secretive because Cody's been consistently talking about trying to bring that back full time. So they're gonna let him use it one time. That's what everybody thinks on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Before y'all give y'all predictions, just a yes or no? Do you think it's the winged championship? I say
I
yes.
think
Mm-hmm.
so. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, everything about Cody finishing the story, everything has been basically, his dad made it to the top, but just never got over that hump of getting the championship. And I think that them bringing back, and you got to think about this, right? They're bringing back Saturday Night Live, which championship was around when they had Saturday Night Live. It was the Wing Championship. So I think for this one night only, it makes sense for them to bring that title back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Now we've got that out the way. Who's winning?
Cody,
Say it, JD.
I'll be I'll be damned.
Say it, JD.
I'll be damned if I ever say Cody's dropping the title to Kevin Owens. That's not happening.
Why would you be damned about that?
That's not happening. It's not happening.
Ah, shit.
All right. So, hold on. Write this down. Damn. See, this is the one time I didn't even have to write this shit down. We all picked the same stuff.
Go ahead, write it down.
Or
Y'all
did
about
we
to
pick
be
the same stuff? This ain't
y'all about
over.
to be
We ain't,
disappointed because Cody's not losing the KO.
I mean, until Cody loses it, I'm going to continue to be disappointed. So,
That's all right.
Xandal said it. Xandal said it.
Kevin, unless Orton shows up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we got True picking Kevin Owens. Xandal, he has a caveat for Cody to win, but he's picking Kevin Owens. JD is picking Kevin Owens.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't mean I'm picking Kevin Owens, but I'm picking Cody Rhodes. But in the unlikely event, I feel like Kevin Owens would be on that road to victory, but a Viper could be lurking. I'm just saying.
Only reason why
Yeah.
I'm picking Cody Rhodes is because I feel like we're going to get the Cody versus Randy match for the championship.
True. And this is
Yeah.
and this and I feel like that this would be the whole you owe me one kid type of scenario.
Yeah.
Like they keep going back and forth about Owen being there for each other, and it's like, you've been giving everybody a title match except me.
Oh, and I would also like to point out because I know we're not in this part of the segment, and I know you probably got some more topics and everything like that, but I want you to know that in a little bit, I'm going to be officially changing my name to the Oracle. And the only reason why I say I'm gonna be officially changing my name to the
Uh-oh.
Oracle, okay,
Uh-oh.
I've been thinking long, hard about this for a minute. And I wasn't here last week, okay?
You were
Because
not.
Paul Heyman owes CM Punk a favor. All right. And since we
Mm-hmm.
talking about titles and we talking about championships and we talking about what could be in the future, I keep saying to y'all, John Cena versus CM Punk for the championship on Cena's retirement tour. It's coming. I
I
just want
mean,
to put it. I just want to
okay.
put it out there now because I want it to be far enough in advance so that therefore when it actually happens, y'all go, damn, Jay was right. Back when Cena announced that he was doing his return tour and he's been preaching it all year. So I just want to put it out there again for y'all.
I'm just saying. You might want to go listen to last week's podcast on the subject about the favor because I think JD went a little bit ham on that topic, right, Trey?
Yeah,
Yeah. So there's
yeah.
it's and pieces to that to get to your point, but about like with these real in-depth dynamics, I've been pretty damn on point with them. So you're gonna have to fight me for that.
All right. So we actually have a subscriber question. This one comes from Truth.
Uh-huh.
Uh, we answered the first. He had a two-part question. We answered the first part. Should Cody lose the title at Saturday night's main event? We all said no. Um, Personally, I think he should, but
It okay.
I'm not going to pick it
You
because I figure I'm be wrong if I pick him. I
if
feel
you
like
want
he
this
is going to
motherfucker
win.
to try, have him bring back the wing eagle
Yes,
belt and
yes,
lose. That will make a
yes.
motherfucker cry.
We need drama. All right. But he said that if he doesn't lose the title, should he lose it before or at WrestleMania?
Man, you got so a lot of this people got to think about booking, right? You
Yeah.
got
That's why I didn't pick him to lose.
that's what I'm saying. You got to think about bookings, you got to think about ratings, and then you got to think about overall what's going to get people to buy tickets. Okay, I don't care what anybody say. You don't like Cody Rhodes, I don't care. You don't like Cody Rhodes. That's your preference, whatever. At the end of the day, Cody Rhodes sells tickets. Okay,
Well, actually,
Cody Rhodes.
I actually have a topic specific to that.
I'm just saying, Cody Rhodes sells tickets. Cody Rhodes has a fan base. People come to see Cody Rhodes as champion. All right. Cody is not dropping that title until WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that Cody's going to lose the championship at WrestleMania to whoever he's fighting. And I really feel like that might be Randy Orton at this point. Could be. Don't know yet, but we'll see. I can't really see anybody else who will beat him for the championship right now on the current roster other than Roman Reigns.
Hey Jay, did you watch that AI shit
Nah.
that Trey
Oh, the
put
shit
in
I
the
sent y'all, I didn't
Hey,
even
that
read it
shit.
all the way.
Hey, that shit was kind of. it was so good. It was scary.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is just that it's about I get that he can sell tickets and not be a champion, but that's not going to happen until after WrestleMania.
Nah, like he could sell tickets and not be a champion, but that was on his chase, right? That was on his chase to the top of the mountain. We don't know what it's going to be like. The only way that we can know is when that day comes after WrestleMania and the
Listen,
first the Raw after WrestleMania.
I need everybody to understand that WrestleMania 2 nights in Vegas.
Yeah,
And then not to mention just WrestleMania in Vegas, everything leading up to WrestleMania. So you got a whole week of fan access, all this other type of events and stuff like that in Vegas.
yeah,
Cody Rhodes is not losing this championship. He's not
until
losing it. He's going to be there in Vegas with the title in his arm, taking all the pictures and all the kids dressed up in full Cody Rhodes outfits and stuff like that.
I agree.
They're not about to let that happen right now. It's not
I
happening.
agree. And just so everybody knows, he's not fighting Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
No, he's
Just
not fighting Roman at WrestleMania. No.
just put that
But
out
I'm
there.
just saying, whoever he fights at WrestleMania, I feel like that's the person that's going to win the championship.
Yes, I can smell it.
Okay, stop it.
You think it's going to be The Rock?
Okay, stop it.
I don't.
Trey don't like when I do shit like that.
Listen, I
Trey
thought
don't like when I do shit like that.
I thought
Trey
about
hates
this.
when I do.
No, low key, I thought about that scenario. I just don't think that The Rock can obligate himself to be the champion right now.
That's
Like,
why he's fucking rushing all his projects right now, though. The Rock doesn't need a match to get a championship match. The Rock
okay,
needs
but
the platform.
do we need another champion that's going to be on the same level as Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns as he was starting to get towards the last year, where they're not showing up on every SmackDown with the championship, and then they're wrestling every other live event for the title?
Thank you, Truth. Thank you, Truth. I just remember that part, right? Remember that 3 months into the future.
No, I get that. I get what
No,
you're
no,
saying.
I know we don't need that, Jay.
Yeah,
We don't need that. It's just not to say that we we there's not a saying that there's not a possibility that we can get that, because what that's gonna do is that's gonna bring more drama into like Triple H, and they've already butted heads.
yeah,
So it's a whole bunch of drama that would surround that part.
yeah. I don't see that happening.
All right. Y'all want to talk about CM Punk and Seth or New Day getting booed? Which one?
Let's talk about New Day getting booed. Okay,
All right, New Day
Trey,
getting booed.
because Trey know how I feel about this. Okay,
I do.
one, I don't like how they forced it. It was forced. It was
You
so
think that them turning on E was forced?
no, not them turning on Big E. I I told y'all when it happened that it was freaking fantastic.
Right.
I love what they did, right? I love and I keep telling Trey this. They're not heel. People keep saying that the New Day is heel. The New Day is
No,
not heel. They're in
no.
like this limbo where they're heelish, right? The fans are mad at them because the way that they turned on Big E. But you got to think about it. They haven't done anything heel. Everything that they said to Big E was the truth, right?
Yeah.
And then they come out on Monday night, and I don't like the way Xavier Wood was trying to talk, and then they were trying to do the Dom thing. The crowd wasn't booing that loud to where he couldn't talk. That was forced. I don't like that. Like, and then I like
Jay
the part
doesn't
where
think it was. He doesn't think it was real.
I just what I said is that I don't like, and then I like the part where they dropped the mics and they walked out, like essentially getting booed out of the building. Okay, that part was decent. I'm cool with that. But you can't.
I feel like I honestly, because it was Big E, I do feel like that they got booed like that. I feel like they got the Dirty Dom boo.
Don't get me wrong, they did get the Dirty Dom boo, but it wasn't on the same level, man. I need y'all to go. Dominic
No, no, I get it. I get it. It
cannot
wasn't on
speak.
it wasn't
Like,
on the same. It wasn't on, but they got a
It
Dirty
was as
Dom.
it was as
Like,
close as you can get.
it was close.
nobody's gonna
It
get a
was
boo like Dirty Dom.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was close. But the whole faking it, I don't know. I just didn't like it. Like the way Xavier Wood, and I was like, come on, dude. You can still talk over them. You can
Oh,
still talk.
and
No, but
Jay,
I felt
just
it
to be
more
fair.
for Kofi.
Oh, to be fair though, on the WWE website, New Day are listed as heels.
I know, no, don't get me wrong. I know that they're listed as heels, but I'm just looking. If you look at the scenario, you look at what's going down right now, they haven't really done anything heelish.
Yeah, because they tried to talk to everybody like everything was normal. It was
Exactly.
everybody else saying that it wasn't cool. So they're just like, why are y'all booing us? Like y'all didn't boo the fact that Big E hasn't been here to support us the whole time. Like
Yeah.
they're in that if you notice, Kevin Owens kind of set the stage with, well, actually, it was Drew McIntyre who set the stage where it's like, I'm right. I know I'm right. Y'all keep saying that I'm wrong, but I know I'm right. He's on some, get rich or die trying. I could have been wrong, but I know I'm right. I'm just saying, I could have been wrong, but I'm right
I think
because
Zandel's putting it right here. The best heels are the ones who tell the truth in a way that makes them unpopular.
Listen, they're going to go heel.
yeah,
There's no denying that they're going to go heel. All I'm saying is, as of right now, if you really look at what the New Day has done, they haven't really done anything that has really considered them to be a heel, other than telling Big E the truth about himself in front of everybody and all the millions of people on TV. That's
well,
what I'm saying. So
the only heelish thing that they did was deny his help and say that we don't need you. They
exactly,
denied his help. They
exactly.
denied him from being a manager and stuff like that. So, in other words, so it would have been more heelish. Well, they couldn't attack him,
Well,
of
they couldn't
course.
attack him. So yeah,
If they
what
would
I'm
have
saying
came
is that
out, look, if they would have came out to new music, if they would have came out dressed different,
Didn't they
if
come
they
out to something different?
nah,
no. That's what I'm
mm-mm.
saying. They need that
What
one
about
act.
what about when they manhandled the camera away from Stu backstage? That was kind of heelish.
Once they get that match, once they get their next match, that's when they're really going to solidify. I guess that's what we're trying to get at. Once they get
Yeah,
this next match, that's when they're really going to solidify themselves as a legitimate heel. Right
I feel
now,
like
they're just floating that line. Like they're
so
floating that
you're
line.
gonna you're gonna have a match against um Alpha Academy because
Hmm.
they're
Yeah,
face. You're gonna
Yep.
have a match against
they probably gonna jump our truth.
LWO
Hmm.
because Kofi was cool with Ray. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think. It's gonna be like in the three, like
They're
three
gonna jump
types of
our
matches.
truth. I'm
What
telling
people
you.
are like, what they're not understanding, what I'm saying is that, okay, so like Trey was saying, when they walked in on Monday, they're walking in like they're still the regular New Day, right? They're saying what's up to people. People aren't really responding to them. Everybody was giving them the cold shoulder. And then you could tell they're looking at each other like, what's wrong with them? Why they
Mm.
acting like that? Like, why people acting on cold and stuff? And then what Cody Rhodes was saying, like what he said to them and everything, they're like, can you believe
You
them?
should
Like,
be ashamed of yourself.
yeah, like all we did was just tell Big E the truth. Like, why those aren't
Our
heel
build up,
acts,
the
right?
build up.
What those are is build-ups. Those are build-ups to, you know what? Well, since everybody's saying that we did the wrong thing, we might as well just be healed then. Let's go ahead and do it. Like
It
that's
has.
what we're getting to.
I agree, and it has to be Kofi though.
Yeah.
It has
And
to be
I
Kofi.
like it. I like the build-up. I like the build-up. I like the
But
direction. Like I like that they
yeah,
just didn't make them just go straight heel and attack whoever and be a heel. You know what I mean? Because they could have did that to Big E, and then they could have came in on Monday and they could have just started doing real heel shit, attacking people or whatever. It, I like that they didn't do that. I like that they're building them up for that ultimate turn where they just snap on whoever the next person is, and
right.
that's what's coming.
It has to
Do
be
y'all think they're
Kofi.
gonna get a third member?
No, I don't
Nah,
think they're gonna get a third member. They
nah,
don't need a third member. If they got
nope.
a third member, they should have just. They might as well just stuck with Big E.
Yeah,
Well, the original plan was for them to replace Big E with Odyssey Jones, but he
Well,
got
yeah,
fired.
yeah.
yeah. But
So
yeah,
I'm
But
excited.
I want to go on record that I'm looking forward to when the New Day finally snaps on whoever it is that they snap on.
and they turn from the New Days to the YNs, the new
I
YNs.
do think that they need to change their name though. If they go heel, I think that they can no longer be the New Day.
I've never watched WWE again if they call their ass the Bad Day.
It's a
Bad
bad day.
day.
Yes, it is.
That's
Bro,
horrible.
I promise you. Oh my goodness. If they do that, I'm gonna laugh so hard and I'm gonna cut it off.
Oh my god.
I will only watch SmackDown. I don't give a fuck. I will cancel my Netflix subscription.
No, they can call
All right.
themselves a new day, but I think that it's time for new music. Definitely time
Hey,
for new music.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to this CM Punk interview that he did about Seth Rollins. He said a lot of things. Said how he shielded him uh, back in the day. He talked about
He
how
came to him to train him.
everything that Seth has done, he's done it worse than Punk. I know Xander was eating this up since he hates Seth Rollins.
Listen, I'm not trying to be mean, but we've already pointed this out about Seth Rollins. He has no room to talk. Like
At all.
zero
Oh, you
room.
heard you heard my rant. You know how I feel about Seth right now.
That's what I said. Like the shit that Seth Rollins did versus CM Punk. Like, come on, Seth. Like he's in some type of denial limbo state where I don't know why he think his shit don't stink from the past, because his shit stink worse than CM Punk's does.
Yeah.
Uh, he called Seth Rollins second string. What else did he say? Well, how do you feel
Xander,
about the pun? How do you feel about the pun about him saying, oh yeah, because Xander, he's like number one CM Punk fan. All he talks about is CM Punk's ratings.
Hey, listen.
Like, that's literally all he talks about.
oh my goodness.
Hold on, I'm over here trying to get it pulled up. But yeah, man. Honestly, if I was Seth Rollins, like to shoot him some bail, if I was Seth Rollins, I would be like, yeah, Punk, you say all this, but I was never so bad that they decided to fire me on my wedding day. I married somebody that worked here too. I've been here so
Oh
long
my
that they chose to actually I've actually been involved in a main event in WrestleMania. Like you could when he cashed in.
It's coming.
Like
It's coming.
you
It's
like come on I know that I gave Seth Rollins a lot of shit during the whole thing about him not wanting a team with War Games, but CM Punk got a lot of nerve trying to he you shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house.
there you go. That's what I'm saying.
And CM Punk's
Trust me,
house is full of glass.
all that stuff that you just mentioned, don't get me wrong. It's gonna be in the promos very soon. I know it is.
He better say that.
It's gonna be in the promo very soon. I know. I'm 100% sure it's going to be it. The build up for this to me is going to be once this feud is done and over with. The winner that the winner of this feud to me is the next in line for a championship match.
True.
That's the way that this feud ultimately is going to end, right? Whoever comes out on top is going to go on to face Finn Balor for the championship.
I'm gonna tell you, Trey. This leads into my to what I said last week, right? It's gonna be Seth, right, to face Finn Balor. They're gonna replay that shit, right? But CM
Hmm.
Punk has his trump card, which is Paul Heyman. CM Punk stating Shield. Okay, I just need you to understand that. And he called them mercenaries at one point.
Hmm.
I said last week that trump card is not only just to get him to headline WrestleMania, but that trump card is using Roman Reigns as a mercenary for him.
Mm.
Mm,
Mm.
Shield
I
mercenary
like that. I
Seth
like
Rollins,
that.
he's that part. And they still got beef. I'm telling you, they right
He
there
might need
up.
he might need to keep his Oracle name if that happens.
And listen, if that happens, I give it to him. I gladly give it to him. I gladly give it to him. I like that. I still think that CM Punk is winning the title at WrestleMania.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I feel
really
like
do.
I feel like Seth. I feel like Seth. Seth match, he probably get a title shot at like Elimination Chamber because not necessarily the number one contender could be at Elimination Chamber, but because we know whoever's winning the Royal Rumble is facing Cody. That's gonna be first and
I just
foremost.
feel like I just feel like the way that you're putting things in perspective for me now. Could we see Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? No title on the line, nothing like that, right?
Okay, so we see that if Roman beats Solo
Yeah,
for the
Before
Hula Fala before that, because
before that,
it's been rumors saying that their tribal combat match is going to be at WrestleMania.
I could see that.
So if we
mm,
get Roman back in power by then yes, I will see Roman versus Seth at WrestleMania.
Could we see Roman versus Seth before WrestleMania? Maybe Elimination Chamber.
okay.
Whew. It
So
depends on if they.
this is all leading into the next topic, which is the WWE transfer portal. Because y'all are talking
Mm.
about brand on brand matches right now.
I mean, okay, so we're gonna tie that all into each other so we can get up and get out of here. If they do the transfer portal and he gets transferred, absolutely yes. They do elimination chamber where they have three Raw, three SmackDown. Definitely. Roman said he wanted to stay on SmackDown, but he will be there on Raw for the Netflix
He has a match.
premiere.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
Netflix wants Roman on Raw.
And
Okay.
Roman said he wants to stay on SmackDown.
They
Yeah.
no,
But
they just want him to consistently appear on Raw.
Listen,
yeah,
we know how WWE is, all right? This whole brand shit, like you're strictly
oh
SmackDown,
no,
you're
it's about
strictly
to go
Raw.
away. It's about to
That
go away.
shit never lasts. I mean, we've already gotten it with before War Games with Jimmy and Solo and all of them showing up consistently on Raw and everything like that. And even still after War Games, we were still getting people showing up.
Yeah,
So
we seen Dom talking to Nick Aldis. Gunther was
exactly.
talking to Nick Aldis. Tiffany was on Raw talking to Pierce.
We see Seth on there talking to
Cody was
Pierce.
talking to
I mean
Pierce.
not Seth, Cody talking to Pierce.
Cody was talking to Pierce. So the transfer portal is real. But
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up. We could tie these two things in, and then I have one final question for y'all. Um, so Netflix has been. They're trying to go all out. No pun intended. All out for their debut. And
Hmm.
that's why, and this ties back into when Jay was talking about Cody and how big of a draw he is. They asked for a number of names. I don't know if I remember seeing Cody name up there. I saw Roman, I saw Rock, I saw Punk, I
I
saw
saw the whole
Cena,
I saw the whole bloodline.
I saw Cena, I saw the Bloodline. I'm just
And
saying.
y'all better put some respect on Cody, man.
Hey, he telling the
I'm
truth
just saying.
though. Cody was not one of the people to be listening.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
he ain't lying. I did see that, but
Okay,
that's not
I'm
something
gonna
that
tell
we
you
can
right
get
now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay. While we got witnesses here, all right, and this
We
is
do.
recorded.
It is.
Do we want to put some money on this? Because I got 20 that says that Cody will be on Raw once it goes on Netflix.
I'm not saying that
absolutely.
he won't be on. I'm not saying that he
Yeah,
won't be on Raw.
No, no, no,
I'm
no, no,
saying
no, no, no,
there's a
no,
no. No, I said there's a number of people that they specifically want.
okay. That's because Cody Rhodes is the understatement. They don't need to ask for Cody Rhodes because they already know that Cody Rhodes is automatically boom. We're gonna have him there.
mm, mm,
Come on.
mm,
All right,
I like
that
that.
was just. I just wanted to have some fun with
You
that one.
see how
All
you
right.
see how he avoided the $20 bet though, right? You see that.
Yeah, I said no. I didn't avoid it. I said no, straight up. All right. So this is the final question. So with all of the injuries that happened in the War Games match, should War Games be saved for specific feuds, and should they WWE go back to traditional elimination Survivor Series matches?
No.
No,
Traditional Survivor Series matches are played out. We don't want to see that anymore. I do believe that war game matches should be like the men's and the women's war game match that they have at Survivor Series. should be utilized exactly how they're doing it right now. The Bloodline versus Bloodline 2.0 to kind of that I wouldn't necessarily say that finished the feud, but you know what I'm saying? They use that as part of the feud.
Yeah.
The women's, I mean, to me, that was just Raw versus SmackDown.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
with the women's is there's no big enough women's factions to do a legit war games. You
Yeah,
have to put teams together.
yeah.
With the
So I mean,
men's, you could literally have a men's faction be in 3 straight war games, depending whether they're face or heel and who they're going against.
it depends. I mean, I
Yep.
They need
like
to get a
more.
women's. They need to get a women's faction that has like 4 to 5 people in it.
Yeah. Well, you got to think about it. Last year was Damage Control,
Yeah,
Yep.
they have 4 people.
so
Yeah,
they did use War Games to kind of settle that feud because
and it
they
was who?
had
It was Becky, Shotzi, Charlotte,
Becky,
and Bianca.
Shotzi, Charlotte, and Bianca, and they used them to kind of take down uh uh Damage
Damage
Control.
control.
So
Yep.
they're essentially doing that. And then it was, who was it? It was the Judgment Day that was in the men's war game last year, was it not?
Hmm
Mm-hmm.
So I like the
No,
way
it
they
was
did
it
it.
was it was no, it was it
Judgment
was it
Day
them?
with Andrew. Judgment Day
Oh,
and
I
Drew.
thought that. Oh, damn! I thought that Bloodline was in it again. They were
No,
in
it
it
was
the
No.
year before. They
yeah,
were
it
in it the
was
year
the year
before.
before.
Okay,
Yep.
So
okay. So y'all don't think that they should go back to traditional elimination chamber matches? They should just keep it war games.
No, first of all, Bronson Reed, you shouldn't have been trying to act like Rikishi and jump from the damn top. That's why.
What's Jimmy's excuse?
Oh, Jimmy, you just got broke toe. You can still wrestle.
I mean, he'll be back in a month. He'll be back in a month.
Yeah, your toe hurt. Okay, you broke
What about
probably broke.
Tonga? What about the goat Tonga Loa? He got a torn tricep.
I mean,
First of
hey,
all,
listen.
first of
Anybody
all,
that takes a toolbox full of tools to the chest, you never know what's going to happen.
yeah, yeah.
Because
I mean,
Yeah,
you
because right
can't
now
wrestle.
Bloodline 2.0 is shorthanded. They missing 2 members.
I
Yeah,
think that I think for the hardcore fans, I appreciate War Games. I hate that they got injured, but it just shows the severity of the match, right? It
True,
yep.
just
And
true.
I love
shows it just shows that, like, yeah, this shit is choreographed and scripted, but motherfuckers get fucked up in this shit. Like, come on.
Hmm
And I
Yeah.
think that was one of the things with Hell in the Cell too. That's why I think they kind of 86 that whole Hell in the Cell pay-per-view,
it. And
because
yeah,
people
everybody was getting hurt.
people get fucked up in the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So it's
And
like,
elimination. Why they nerfed the elimination chamber and made it more padded
yeah. Oh well,
because,
I mean, come on. I mean, Elimination Chamber motherfuckers were toasted in that shit. Like,
bro, every flashback that they show of that is nothing but black and white because it was so much blood.
yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
You want to know who ruined elimination chamber for me?
Who?
Bobby Lashley.
Your favorite?
Bobby Lashley ruined it for me.
Oh my god.
When he went through that doggone pod, it messed his arm up. I said, you know what? It's a wrap for me. He ran through a plexiglass.
Who got speared through the pod that one time? Didn't
Somebody
Goldberg.
Brock
Brock,
speared somebody.
didn't Brock spear somebody through the pod?
I know he was fucking up Austin Theory that one year.
Yeah, he was. He really was.
Oh, when
Yeah,
he F5'd them from the top of the pod.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I know Goldberg speared like 3 people that one year. Um,
I mean,
I
Big
think
Show at one point threw somebody through one side of the pod and they came out the other side of the pod.
yeah,
Listen,
I think that was Chris Jericho.
might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey
So
Trey,
AEW.
I just
Oh,
want
go
to tell
ahead.
you. Yeah, I was just about to touch on some AEW. You wrong for posting that picture, that video montage of Logan Paul having the same doggone move set as
As
Hangman.
Hangman,
Hey man, oh my god.
I'm talking about the same move set.
bro,
But
he said
Logan,
the next time y'all give somebody half my move set, make sure that he's a likable guy. That's what Hangman said.
I'm talking about 3 straight moves that was identical, and I was like,
He did the
and
buckshot. He did what else he do?
the turnbuckle
Um,
clothesline off the
yeah,
top
yeah.
clothesline, and then he
He did his
did
finisher, the buckshot lariat.
yeah, but it was 3 moves.
Man,
Yeah,
listen, I don't care what
yeah,
anybody say.
something
Put
else.
some respect on Logan Paul's name, okay?
Hey,
Yes,
everybody
he's
said
hey man,
that
he's
he
He
retired
did
now.
that.
executes. He executes. He
He's
executes those
retired now.
moves. Yeah.
He
No,
said he's
he ain't
retired.
retired. He's not retired.
Logan
He had
said
a
he
baby.
said he's
He had a
retired. I'm
baby.
a dad, bro. That's what he said. Said on this
He ain't
podcast.
retired.
He ain't
I
retired.
mean, I think it's
I,
cap, but that's what he said.
I told
He'll be
Trey.
a world
I
renowned.
told Trey earlier today. I said if we see Logan Paul, it'd probably be towards the end of next year, 2025.
Oh, I said Royal Rumble.
That's what I initially
This
said.
this Royal Rumble or next Royal Rumble?
This Royal Rumble. You think he don't want to get in
He
the
ain't
ring with John Cena?
he ain't gonna win it, but he'll be in it.
Is he still like he recovered from his injury?
I
Yeah,
think
he
so.
just had a baby, so that's the only reason why. That's the one of the reasons why he's not around right now.
That's a
Yeah,
payday. He'll be there.
that's the main reason why he's not around. Uh,
Yeah,
also, old school Tony Storm came back last night.
saw that. That was dope.
Old school Tony
About
Storm
time.
came back.
About time.
Uh, winter is it winter is coming?
Yes.
Um, the fatal four way for the AW Championship. Moxley versus Jay White versus Hangman versus Orange Cassidy.
No, that's at World's End.
World's End. World's End.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
getting Adam Cole versus MJF to finally pay that
yeah.
off. Jesus
Mm-hmm.
Christ. Uh,
Thank God.
Swerve rolled
AEW
up
was
on Bobby. Swerve rolled up on Bobby Lashley at the All In press conference for Texas 2025. Brian
yeah,
Danielson
that
came
was
back.
yeah. The AEW Wednesday wasn't all bad.
Yeah.
I'm
Swerve
just
is
gonna say
joining Bobby Lashley. I do know that, right?
who?
Who?
Swerve.
I
Well,
think it's gonna be
my
Ricochet. The Ricochet was fighting like a heel last night. And you
yeah.
listen to how he been talking lately. He said AEW wouldn't be AEW without Ricochet. Ricochet got there 3 months ago. And I'm rocking with his new finisher though. That's running sliding clothesline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
like
then
that.
he got MVP's card. But I'm telling you,
He be rocking
oh
suits. He rocks suits every day.
OMG, did WWE do us a favor and not let him do promos? Because
Yeah,
Ooh,
man, they still
ooh,
bad.
Ricochet,
Rico.
uh,
oh my goodness.
I forgot that
Mm-mm-mm.
shit he said last night, but I was like, damn, what the fuck?
You want to know who's gonna make it to the next one? You want to know why Brody King isn't gonna win? Because he ain't Ricochet. If you don't sit your California corny ass raisin ass down,
yes, sir.
That's why he needs to be in the hurt business. He needs somebody to talk for him.
yes,
I mean,
he
I'm sorry,
does.
the hurt syndicate.
Hey, True said Rico is ridiculous.
Well, I
Bro.
guess you could say he fits right into AEW then with his promo skills.
Yeah, see, it was all fun and games. It was all good. Oh, before we get out of here, well, we probably could talk about this offline, but I don't know. We'll put up a poll. Do y'all want us to do a year-end recap?
Oh shit, that's too much.
I was about to
I
say,
think
hell no. Wait,
I think we did one. I think we did one last year. I might just do a viewer call in. I might just have some people call in and get their favorite moments instead of us doing an actual show about it.
I was gonna say we ain't got enough time for that.
No,
Shit.
not tonight. Not tonight.
No,
No,
Shit.
I'm talking about on its own. We ain't got time for that.
that's a 3 hour show.
I was watching. We would just have specific topics. Like I was watching Busted Open Radio. They had a live show tonight where they were doing their year end, but they were doing their Busted Awards, and they would just
That's
do
right.
like best feud, best whatever. So we ain't gonna freestyle. I can probably come up with like 6 topics, and then we can
Okay.
just say what for 2024.
Yeah, that's cool. Now
That's
that part's
different.
cool.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
Because Trey,
When you
I
say
mean,
you do know we pushing like 70 episodes for this year.
good. We working.
No, I get that. That's a lot of their episodes to recover. It'll take me 6 months to listen to
Now
them.
I'll write down like 5 to 6 things that from 2024 for us to just discuss.
Just make sure that it's on the week that I'm here. Okay, you know I'm part time. All right.
Oh, you just say you
You
was
just
full
said you were
time.
full time.
Oh shit, I did say I was full time.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for the show. I am OTR Mic Drop. You
This
have
your
been
boy.
listening to. Oh, go ahead. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I was just gonna say this is your boy Jay, aka part time Jay, aka sometimes full time Jay. We'll see how it goes, Jay. Yeah.
All right, man. Everybody, this is Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Thursday Night Trey. Thank you once again for listening to us. This is episode 130 of Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. If you look at the crawler, you will see all of our social medias for you to like, comment, subscribe, join us up. We're at 102 subscribers and counting. And we'll holler at y'all next week. Next week, we still next week, right? I think we should be good next week.
Yeah.
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 It's not the
Yeah,
holiday weekend. It's not Christmas
yeah,
week. All
yeah.
right.
You won't see us Christmas week.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So
won't
we'll
see
see.
us the
We'll holler
you
at y'all
won't see us
next
the
week,
week
brother.
after Christmas either. The
I
New
know that's
Year's.
New Year's.
We're
We
gonna
might do something special for y'all.
we'll be back next week. We'll discuss we'll recap Saturday night main event and whatever else needs to be talked about. All right, y'all, peace.
Peace.